Hello, so my husband went to the shop and he saw plantains and he rushed it. So I said, okay, I need to preserve the plantain because we have plantain at home before, and he got some ripened plantain, and he also got even ones that are not ripened, because you see, whenever you see plantain in this country, just pick it, because you never can tell when next you get to see plantain. So I don't want this plantain to spoil, so I'm going to preserve it. I really like to talk about food preservation a lot, because many of us, we waste food and it's not good. Personally, I don't like when food wastes. I try all my best to preserve food from going into waste, because a lot has been put into this before it even gets to your hand. A lot of people working on the farm, a lot of people work in the processing industry, a lot of people working hard, like really hard. Some people are even being abused, like in their workplace, to be able to get this to you as a consumer. So I think it is ethical for us to always preserve food from wasting, because there are a number of people who earn peanuts, who are working hard daily to get that food from the farm to your fork, to your table. So let us cut this into pieces, and then we put them right in here, and it goes straight into the freezer. So when I want to preserve food in large quantity, I like to use my beautiful kitchen gloves, and it makes my work easy without, smearing all my body, and I can still get to do whatever I want to do. So the first thing we are going to do is chop off this part, this part. There are a number of you on my page who are not Nigerians. So let me explain. This plantain is actually the big type of banana, let's just say. Okay, banana, I know everyone knows banana, but this one is the cooking type, the one you have to cook either through grilling or frying or roasting before you eat. For your banana, you just eat it like direct, just remove the peel and then you eat it. But for this plantain, we call it plantain. Some people call it baking banana or cooking banana. Some people call it big banana. Different names, different country. So for this, we have to remove the peel. You can cut it in cubes or cut it in whatever shape you want, and then you can fry, you can grill, you can roast, you can even cook. Like this unripe plantain now, this is the unripe form, okay? These are the unripe form, and these are the ripe form. You can eat it either in the unripe form or the ripe form. So for me, sometimes I cook this unripe form. I cut it in small pieces with the peel. I cook it until it's quite soft and tender, and then I eat it with vegetables. All right, very tasty, very healthy, very demure, very mindful. So today I only want to process the cooked. Some other people make chips from also the unripe plantain. Some people make porridge. We use it to make different types of things. Some people make it into powder and use it to make dough meals, things like that. Some people even use it to bake cookies, cakes, and the like. So this plantain is used in a versatile form, both the ripe and the unripe form. I'm already lecturing you here, so let's get into the preparation and cooking part. All right, chop off this part. All right, and you also chop off this side, and then you slice it this way, and then you cut in diagonal form. You see, some of these plantain are not really nice, so I have to cut them off, you see, like, but we are still going to salvage a number of things, a number of parts. We are still going to salvage some part of it. All right, so you just cut them off and salvage it. You see, we have to prevent food wastage as much as possible. As much as possible, prevent food wastage. All right, salvage what you can salvage, and yeah. So now we have peeled everything. You see how nice it's looking. Now I like to cut my plantain in diagonal form. All right, something like this. I like to cut it like this. So that's the form I'm going to cut the plantain. Preferably we are done. Now is the time to pack inside the container. Please be gentle with it because it's very soft. Be gentle with it. This container keeps vegetable fresh, so it's a nice one. Now we are done. We are done, and we need to cover and take to the freezer. So you see, it doesn't take much time to preserve your food. It doesn't. I don't know why you all leave food to spoil, right? See the goodness in these two packages. So we keep it in the freezer. Please go ahead and preserve all your food. It doesn't take much to preserve your food. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Please do well to like, comment, share, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Bye bye.